Hey guys, so I tell like it is. Today, Criminal Joe, also known as Joe Arpaio, pardoned by Donald Trump, completely done by the numbers. A Freemasonic member of the gang, Donald Trump and Joe Arpaio both share the same birthday. Donald Trump won the support of Joe Arpaio for his vigorous propaganda campaign to demonize brown people. Number one, because this is social control for the older white generation in America. So you have to sell them propaganda. You have to sell them the art of fear. That the daddy figure, Joe Arpaio, Donald Trump, will keep you safe from these angry, mean, pesky old color people. This is a smear propaganda campaign. Immigrants, it is not proven that they commit disproportional amount of crimes relative to what Americans commit. In fact, because of the fear of deportation, you can check this under the description, that immigrants overall, on average, commit less crimes than American citizens, right? Because of the threat of deportation. So you are more likely to commit less crimes when you go into America. But once again, this is done by the numbers. Today's date numerology, August the 25th is significant, equals 33. Joe Arpaio himself is a Freemason. Arpaio in gematria equals 33. Masonry equals 33. It's interesting that Joe Arpaio equals 45. Donald Trump, the 45th president. Joe Arpaio and Donald Trump are both 71 years old. They are Jesuits. Catholic equals 71. The time span between the day of the pardon, the 25th day, which brings us to another point. The 25th day of August, Trump, gematria, equals 25. No coincidence, all done by the numbers. Once again, Joe Arpaio, born in the year 32. All done by the numbers. Pardon in gematria equals 32. The amount of time, 72 days from their birthdays to August 25th. First of all, 72. President Trump equals 72. 2 months and 11 days, 211. The leading propagandist, the leading Goebbels figure of the alternate right movement is Alexander Emmerich Jones, a disinformation shill who does not attack the Zionists. He spreads fear porn, fear of them taking your guns and fear of immigrants committing crime, whatnot, just disregarding the facts. Joe Arpaio just sells you fear porn in order to get the white man vote. Even after it was proven that Obama was a citizen, Joe Arpaio has pissed away taxpayer dollars investigating these bogus claims about Obama being a birther. Because of my state of Arizona, there are a lot of dumb, racist, white bigots who are prejudiced against people of color. So these are the kind of people that Republicans need to get elected, but the Republicans can't do that anymore because our population is getting more diverse. This old GOP vanguard here to create more chaos and confusion in America. All these stupid, dumb, white bigots that get completely played by the GOP because the GOP conquers you through fear. Fear of Muslims, fear of Mexicans, right? Fear of martial law, fear of them taking your guns. All this fear porn helps one of the Republicans' leading donors, the NRA. Helps them a lot. Joe Arpaio has costed us millions and millions of dollars, over $400 million. Records released by county officials show a 4-year political feud with county officials, which Arpaio was a central player, has cost taxpayers $38 million. So he's costing these same white voters $38 million. Official charge, $3.5 million. Wrongful death settlement. Then a police dog's death in which he had to leave his dog in a hot car for 12 hours. Settlement of $775,000. And then the big one, the racial profiling. $21 million over the next 18 years had to pay for the un-American fascist Joe Arpaio racially profiling American citizens. This law was completely unconstitutional. You cannot search someone without a search warrant. Just because they're brown doesn't mean they come from out of the country. And this is practically a Gestapo-esque policy of having these random police state patrol areas. $21 million over the next 18 months. Even if you're an American citizen, they have no reason to suspect that you're here illegally. They still want to racially profile you. And this has cost the same white voters millions of dollars. After all, it is stupid, dumb white Republicans that think that colored people don't work at all, that they're lazy. Wrongful jail deaths till inmate abuses has cost the county millions of dollars. And there's someone else who died during a struggle with detention officers who forced him into a restraint chair and pushed his head into his chest. A medical examiner ruled that Scott Norberg died accidentally by positional asphyxia. Also alleged that Arpaio's officials suffocated Norberg, and medical examiner's office covered up evidence of a beating. Arpaio has cost the county millions of dollars. Donald Trump's propaganda against people of color. More Mexicans leaving America than entering. Once again, the construction workers, after the economic crisis in 2008 they've had to go back to the country. America's economy is struggling. The rich get richer. The poor get poorer. This income inequality is also why Mexicans are leaving America, resulting in the net migration flow back to Mexico of $140,000. Taxpayers since 2007. This article published in 2017 has forked over $56 million to pay for Maricopa County's costs in ongoing racial profiling lawsuit. Maricopa County Board approved $400,000 to cover legal fees for attorneys at the ACLU, Mexican-American Legal Defense and Education Fund, blah, 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 blah. All because of this very costly law. Taxpayers tap up to $70 million in the Joe Arpaio racial profiling case. And then we cannot forget about the child sex abuses that were completely ignored by Arpaio. Child sex cases, 400 of them, I believe. Sheriff Joe failed to investigate over 400 sex crimes, including many children. The rule of law needs to be at work. We're all equal under the law. All men created equal under the law. Sheriff Joe doesn't think that it applies to these people. The Constitution applies to all persons, not all American citizens. All person. The law of the land does not follow the flag. This is the beauty of the American Constitution and the appreciation for the rule of law. Today's date, August the 25th of the year 17 equals 50. Key number, Donald equals 50. America equals 50. Joseph Michael Arpaio's real name, Jesuit, the Masons and Zionists, Catholic Church equal 84. Joe Arpaio was defeated when he was 84 years old. You think about Sheriff Joe's 84 years of age and the amount of time between the birthdays of Trump and Arpaio to the day of the pardons, 72, the Jesuit number, 156. Once again, the highest degree of standard Freemasonry, 33 in gematria equals 56. Joe Arpaio's racial profiling case, all done by the numbers. The number 72, 45, 211 days. Also from Steve Bannon's first day in office to his day of resignation. All done by the numbers. Masonic Zionist numerology. The part and all done by the numbers. The corrupt gang once again incites more chaos and confusion and corruptness.